EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Detroit Lions. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, set. Watch out now, 50 series.
One of the Panthers' big offseason acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They'll take that, 14 yards on play number 1. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Young. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. They're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Great run by Gibbs, and surprised me by being picked so early in the draft. But the Lions knew when they had the chance to add a playmaker like him, they absolutely couldn't pass him up.
Here we go, here we go.
Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now Raheem Blackshear going to take this one out. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 2. Young to throw it. Short throw to the tight end, Thomas. And just shutting him off there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Young. And Sharp pulls it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 2nd down, Young. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's one way you take away a 1st down as a defender. Make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle him free and caught him off guard, force the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. To the air once more, Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Ready.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
60.
Looking to throw, Hooker. Dancing to his left. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Hooker. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Taken right around the 44. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Ready.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go. 10 cycles. Hut.
First down, Young. Short throw there, caught by Thomas. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Check, strike, set.
Young off the play fake. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get... All right, rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Blue strike. Black ultra. Check, huh?
Young to throw it. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's brought down. 19 yards that time for number 19.
That's a good effort there after the catch. He looked the ball in and then tried to get it to the goal line. What a nice tackle to get him down. But they're set up well now. 1st and goal at the 1.
Throwing, Young. Touchdown, Panthers. Miles Sanders taking it in as his guys are able to extend their lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Lions had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now a 3rd down and 8.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Now Hooker. Got a man. That's Antoine Green. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or 2 short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Young on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfect.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's go.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Looking to throw, Young. And once again, this is Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ready, ready. Right.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go.
2nd down and 4.
Pause, red. Ready.
Young working out of the gun. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And a smart player there is probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Young. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Got it. Ready?
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
89 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Well, the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This is 2nd and 8. Throwing. Hooker. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
We always knew that 2022 was going to be something of a write-off year for Williams, who was recovering from a torn ACL. But he did play some snaps late and teased Lions fans with his lone catch, a 41-yard touchdown. They believe, and so does he, that the show begins this season.
Okay, break. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
19 tight. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Patterson's kick is good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game of 20-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Young. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Final play of the half, Young. The window closed up there, and it's behind him and incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Gibbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Off play action. Here's Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Hooker's going to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 26. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will tie things at 20 all. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
A first down throw for Young. Thomas brings it in. Touchdown! Ian Thomas, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. 143 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. That his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
It's Young on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions. Touchdown. Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now he brings up 3rd down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Williams to return. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Lions will take over. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Roll. Steady.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 162 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles, and his feet never stop moving?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hooker. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Let's go now.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, smash Bronco.
Working out of the shotgun, Hooker. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Williams. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And Young's throw there incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his round, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Young on first down. He's got Mingo. And he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
To the air once more, Young. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. That throw by Young incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Now this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second down and a yard.
Check, Panther. Reload.
And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
A big play here, 3rd and 2. Gibbs straight ahead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's first down. Throwing here is Hooker. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Back out there to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. This is 1st and 10. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Young. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aleem McNeil in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
It's desperation time. Young on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Gibbs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it's Gibbs. And he's across for the touchdown.